My dad started farming when I was maybe about 9, 10 years old, and it's all I ever wanted to do, really. I had an opportunity in 1993. This farm, FHA at the time it was, had repossessed it from the previous owners, and then through the Young Farmers Program, they put it out for people to fill out the paperwork, see if you qualified. And I was 19 at the time, and myself and 3 other people qualified, and we went to Jerry Rollins' office in Wahoo and wrote our names on a piece of paper and put it in his hat, and his secretary drew my name out. And that's how I got this. There's 115 acres with the farm place here. Went to work for Seco Electric in Cedar Bluffs, good friends of mine, Scott, and now his son Chad Rump. And I was an electrician full time, and then farmed some with my dad. And then rented a little bit of ground here and there. And then in 2001, my dad decided he didn't want to farm anymore, and so I had already owned a lot of the equipment, and so it wasn't a real hard transition or a big deal. He went to driving truck, and then at that point I was able to farm full time for the most part, but I still worked in the winters and in times when we were real busy or whatever. But we've grown fairly steadily, to where we're at now. Corn and beans mostly, and just a little bit of alfalfa. I'm not big on traveling to the alcohol plants in Blair and Columbus because it's too often the trucks get tied up, and we have good relationships in Fremont with the places there. So I just as soon get something done in a day. And at harvest time, we haul a fair amount of grain into Cedar Bluffs, up to Frontier up there because of logistics. And I would say the least unique and least fun part is paperwork. But what I've found over the years is the more time and care you spend on it, the better off everything else works. My youngest boy, Reed, he's a freshman in high school. He's 15, and he's a good operator out here and a real hard worker. I hope my kids can, and work. So, well, growing responsibly. And just constantly improving what we do and hopefully making it better, and making it better for other people. We started AgSmart in 2019, Dan Bravik and myself, and he's our main salesman and a really good guy. We sell and apply fertilizer and chemicals and fungicide, and we're stepping into some really good technology with soil sampling with Earth Optics. It's kind of a newer deal out there, but I really think biologicals are the future, and just seeing and reading what I have and what we've tried as opposed to synthetic fertilizer, I think there's a lot of good out there with the biologicals, and this type of soil testing will help us further that. On the farm, we'd always had our own sprayer, large sprayer, and we did custom work, and it just seemed to be a fit. We have some great suppliers, and we have RBR Bank has been nothing but wonderful to work with, both on the farm side and AgSmart. They are nothing but supportive, and I feel like they have a good vision also. We're in an area where kind of surrounded by the larger co-ops, and I feel like they help us out a lot, and we can't always sell the best price, but we can try and sell the best service, and that's what we do. And we've been able to grow and add operators and people, and we're working on the infrastructure part of it. I've been at it for 6-7 years, and it's just constant growth. Not only do we farm and then AgSmart, but Tim Shanahan Trucking is something I take a lot of pride in. We've ran since 2001. Right now we haul for Platte Valley equipment, and then we also haul fertilizer and grain also. Every day's an adventure out here. That's for sure. There's no doubt about it. I love being in the field for the most part, and I like it all. I guess that's why I do it. I don't know how it could be bad. just good. Just get up and go to work. I mean, after some paperwork, you know, which I hate, but you got to start somewhere.